My name's Jacob. I'm a track coach trying to return to competition, and this is day one of trying to improve upon whatever this is. So today actually marked the first recorded day of my strength block, but I had to start with some plyometrics, focusing on quick ground contact times and tall posture. Next up on the program was low bar squats. Now I've noticed that when I'm squatting with a sleeveless shirt on, the bar tends to slip, so I'm just throwing some chalk on there to dry up my shoulders and make sure that doesn't happen. Pro tip here, having a little routine that's consistent that you do before every heavy lift can be a good idea to get you in the right headspace and prep you for the lift. This is 275 pounds here. The goal was to hit 2 singles at roughly RPE 7 to 8, and I think I nailed my weight selection today because with this range of motion, this felt perfect. Unfortunately, I forgot to film until the second set, so that's all you're going to see from that today. Then I moved on to pin quarter squats. You can see I'm loading quite a bit more weight onto the bar here. That's the plus side to doing quarter squats, at least psychologically, is it kind of just feels nice to throw around some pretty heavy weight relative to your size and strength. But the downside is that they kind of just look silly, especially in a commercial gym. Like, these look kind of ridiculous, to be honest. But they serve a purpose. You can see that I'm unloading at the bottom, pausing for a second, and then driving up into the bar hard. Doing it this way, my goal is to move the weight quickly, but I think I still undershot a little bit. I'm going to shoot for 4 plates next week, I think. These next 2 lifts are a little less exciting, admittedly, but they're still important. This right here is a horizontal calf press, focusing on letting my heels track past the foot plate at the bottom of the eccentric, and then driving up, trying to get full plantar flexion, mainly due to the transfer that it might have to triple extension. I believe I did sets of 6 on this, taken pretty close to failure. And let me tell you, that cue of trying to get full plantar flexion on every rep sort of went out the window on the last rep or 2 of every set, just because it got so damn difficult towards the end. But I would consider those pretty good sets nonetheless. And then moving on to our final lift, lying hamstring curls, or as I like to call them, Diddy curls. You'll see in this first rep coming up exactly what I mean by that. No, but seriously, why does it look like that? Anyways, I think these were sets of 6 too. I'd probably be able to load a little bit more and get a slightly better strength stimulus out of something like a stiff-legged deadlift. But I'm already doing conventional deadlifts on my other lower day, and adding these leg curls in was kind of just some variation. I also think there could be some potential benefit in training the hamstrings in a more extended hip position, especially for sprint performance, since that more extended hip position is probably where your hamstrings are going to encounter really high forces during sprinting. I believe I did 2 sets of these, also relatively close to failure. Now, all this being said, if I was training for muscle growth, I'd probably train much differently, but as I always do, I'm changing up my goals again.